families, one of whom will be inducted as a family. The other is joining her brother as an inductee. Up at the University of Central Missouri, this young lady is one of the all-time greats ever to compete at Central Missouri in Lawrenceburg. She has been a coach, longtime coach, and an individual who now is among those who is in the official look at Central Missouri. If you will, welcome Hall of Fame inductee Kathy Anderson. Kathy. Up in St. Joe, Missouri, many of you are familiar with the Hilliard Corporation. Hilliard is also the grandson of the man who started the entire. Kathy Anderson was an All-American at the University of Central Missouri in basketball, while lettering in softball and track and field. She went on to participate on the USA women's basketball teams. She has since been involved in UCM's women's athletic programs.
It's a Missouri basketball family of excellence in both the sport itself and the academic world. The Andersons from Sedalia have excelled in every hoops venue from the court itself to the administrative aspect. Brother Tim Anderson now coaches the Missouri Tigers, and his sis, Kathy, an All-American player in her own right, is now the Senior Associate Athletics Director at her alma mater, the University of Central Missouri.
Kathy is an outstanding administrator. I mean, she's very detail-oriented. She does a great job with the coaches, her interaction with the student athletes. And what makes her so good with the coaches is she understands the coaches. She's been one. And I think that's a special attribute that makes a lot of administrators good is if you've ever coached, you know what to appreciate in the coaches, so you can relate to them better.
As a player, Kathy Anderson was just plain tough. She'd been a part of several USA All-Star teams competing in international play, but she drew the attention of Mildred Barnes when
she was trying to save the basketball from going out of bounds. And it was a very short court, and she ran full speed, crashed into the wall, broke her nose, but she saved the ball. Right then and there, I knew that she was the kind of player I would like to have on my team.
Not only a great player, a great administrator, and most importantly, my sister, and a great friend. So Kathy, on behalf of our family, and all your fans and all the people at Central Missouri and around the state of Missouri, congratulations on your selection to the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame.
this University of Central Missouri Hall of Famer was among the first ever inductees into the inaugural class of the MIAA Conference Hall of Fame in 2010. At the Warrensburg University, Miss Anderson now helps in overseeing one of the premier Division II athletic and academic programs in the nation. And tonight she joins her brother as honored inductees into the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame. Here is Kathy Anderson.
As all of us up on the podium, I'm truly humbled and honored to be standing before you to be inducted into the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame. First and foremost, I wish to express my thanks to Gerald, Marty, Reba Sims, and the entire Hall of Fame selection committee for this honor. My life has and is blessed with opportunity. The opportunities to be an intercollegiate student athlete, a collegiate basketball and WNBA coach, and now an athletic administrator. I am a fortunate product of Title IX and all the opportunities it has afforded, in particular women. And in my life, there are many people who have created opportunities for me. People who have inspired me to pursue those opportunities, people who have laid the foundation, and those who have provided me with a skill set to pursue those opportunities. And many, in most cases, all of you have done a little bit of all of these things. First, I would like to thank the people of Sedalia for all their support and for all they have done for the entire Anderson family, and for starting a girls basketball team my senior year in high school so I could play. The opportunity to be a student athlete at UCM provided me a fabulous education. The opportunity to travel the world as a member of USA Basketball and most importantly, lifelong friendships, teammates, and role models. Some of my teammates are here today, and to you I'd like to say thank you for your continued friendship and the memories. This time in my life also provided me with so many role models, and UCM had just a fantastic athletic department, both men and women. Two of my college coaches are here today, Dr. Peggy Martin, Dr. Mildred Barnes. Thank you for the opportunity to be a student athlete, for being the role models that you are, that you've always been, and at this time in my life for your friendship and support. Dr. Barnes, my basketball coach, I know I was a little stubborn. I suppose that's why I chose to go to a school that had a mule and a Ginny as a mascot. But I thank you for all I can't thank you enough for being the strong and dedicated women that you are, and for all you've done for not only me, but for so many other women. I'd like to thank three people from my days at the University of Washington. Chris Grobeck, who provided me the opportunity to be a full-time coach at the age of 21, and a wonderful 16 years of opportunity to work with young women. To the late Don James, to those of us in the women's basketball program, he was our favorite uncle. He took time to watch over us, advise us, and most importantly, to support us. And to Mike Lee, my AD, who taught me three very important lessons. Don't gossip, be careful what you wish for, and with resources come expectations. To Bob Borchter, presently Commissioner of the MIAA and former Athletic Director at Northwest Missouri State, I just want to say thank you for taking the opportunity to allow me to become an administrator and taking a chance on me. Thank you to my MIAA colleagues and peers for your professionalism, for being a provider of opportunity to all the student athletes in the MIAA. To my UCM family, the student athletes, coaches, and campus community, thank you for the opportunity to serve and work with you. To Dr. Ambrose, his wife Chris, thank you for your leadership, your friendship, and for always reminding me that I need balance in my life. To Jerry Hughes, the AD at UCM and my boss, thank you for all you have done for the entire Anderson family. And the only thing I can really think to say, to borrow a few words from my brother, thanks for bringing me home. And finally, to my family, my brothers Kim and Kevin, my parents Keith and Donna, my younger brother Kevin, who unfortunately couldn't be here, but thank you for your support, your perspective on life and all of its challenges. Kim, I don't know if you remember this, but as kids, our parents would always ask us what we wanted to name every dog we had. And you all have to know this, there's not one creative bone in the Anderson family. We can't sing, we can't draw, we can't even make a straight line with a ruler. And we weren't even creative enough to think of names for our dogs, so we named every one of our dogs Tagalong. So Kim, I just want to say thanks to you for letting your sister be your tag-along and to follow in your footsteps. I enjoyed every day of working with you at UCM, even those days when you would come into my office and start off with the phrase, the norm in me is going to come out. But I'm very proud of you, very proud to be your sister. My parents sacrificed everything so that their children would have opportunities. They always put us first, and when the time came, they did the hardest thing every parent has to do, is send their children off into the world with the belief that we could do and be whatever we wanted. Both my parents were educators and instilled in me an undying belief in education and the role of athletics can play. I only hope that as a coach and now as an administrator, I can emulate their qualities of service to others, to giving of their time and themselves. Mom, I wish you were here, but thanks for the competitive spirit and the ability to see the whole picture. Dad, you are the most respected man and the man of the highest integrity I know. Thank you for the foundation you and Mom laid for your children. Again, thank you to everyone for this honor.
Kathy, I don't think there are many people left in Warrensburg, but if that Warrensburg and Sedalia contingency would stand straight out here, ways back, please have the Warrensburg people stand. Kathy Anderson, retired member and recognition for her outstanding contributions in the fields of basketball and sports administration.